coil packs and spark plugs on the Toyota Camry 2007 2.4 liter. Alright, first we remove this little plastic cover, which looks like someone's already been in here because there's regular nuts on here. So I already loosened them. So we just pop this off. Alright, off came our cover, and here's our 4 little coil packs. They're just a little 11mm bolts. Make sure you place them somewhere or you will not lose them. Alright, I took all the bolts out and off comes our coil pack. Now you just press down on this little tab here right by my nail and it should slide apart. Just like that. And off comes your coil pack. 5/8" deep well sockets. We'll go right down in there to get your plug out. Little extra white buildup. I know this particular model in general had a recall for bad piston rings, so this thing tends to burn up a lot of oil, so we're always refilling it with oil. It's definitely time for a change with these plugs. And this is compared to our new plug. Now we always start these by hand as best as we possibly can here so they do not cross thread, and that'll do it about there. So this particular boot is actually one of the newer ones. One of hers just went out not too long ago, causing a massive downshift in power output, and it was all sputtering and whatnot. So I changed this one and it solved the problem, obviously. So I think I am still going to replace this one just to be on the safe side, since all 4 will have 0 mileage on them. And obviously I will just keep this one as a spare just in case. Obviously if you have to, you gotta use needle nose pliers to get the old one out. Same thing, a lot of residue on this. Here's a comparison of the new plug and the one I just pulled out. Same thing, we start by hand. Alright, plug number 3. Gotta loose the hand. And out comes our pluggy. Same thing, a ton of residue on it. Tighten the new one up. Off comes our connector. And out comes our boot. Loosen her by hand. And out she comes. There's the old and new one side by side. I wanted to note that the spark plug is a window into the heart of the engine, and all of the soot on there, depending of which color and texture it is, tells you exactly what is going on within the internal combustion chamber. There are diagrams online that will show you exactly how to read the residue on spark plugs. Tighten her down by hand. Now we torque the spark plugs down to torque specification. So now we're on to installing the boots. We install some dielectric grease onto the tip of the boot. So you don't need a whole lot, just about that. That's good enough. Okay, now we just stick our boot down on in there, reinstall our little bolt onto the next boot, add a little dielectric grease, it's good enough. Stick our coil pack down on in there, reinstall our little on the boot number 3, little grease again, and we stick our boot back down in there. Reinstall our bolt, and on the coil pack number 4. Stick numeral 4 down on in there, reinstall our bolt, and we crank down all of our bolts. Don't want them to be overly tight, but probably about 1/4 to 1/8 inch turn is all you need. So keep in mind they are plastic, so do not over tighten them or they will crack. Reconnect our little harnesses in order. Our last one. And boom, we are done. Alright, let's fire her up and see how she runs. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.